The field of 68 is set. Welcome to Bracket TV. I'm Jim Basketball alongside ESPN College Basketball analyst Bruce Pearl, as well as Jeff Goodman, ESPN College Basketball insider. And we're going to start here in the Midwest region. Looks like the toughest region of them all. Bruce, start with you on how easy or tough it is for the path for the winner to get to the Final Four through
Jim,
this region.
there are 3 teams in this region that were in the Final Four last year, and one of them's not Duke. As I look at this region, Jeff, I see 4 potential Final Four teams with all of them. They've got the ingredients of the coach in the coaching box. They play hard and unselfishly, and cream rises to the top, and I think those are really talented teams. I think by far the toughest bracket in the tournament.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, listen, like you said, the coaches by themselves. I mean, Greg Marshall, maybe the coach of the year. You've got Kay, Patino, and Beeline. Probably maybe the 3 best coaches in America right now, other than Tom Izzo. So this bracket is loaded. Whoever comes out of here has a chance to win it all, but it's going to be tough because just to get there, get through these teams.
I agree, and I've got no problem with Louisville being a 4 seed because of the body of work. I think at the end of the year we could all agree that they were one of the top 4 teams in the country. But I think the fact that they didn't have a win in the non-conference against anybody that's in this field other than that was in their league puts them on the 4 line, and that makes it tough for everybody else.
Tough decisions to pick a winner out of this because Wichita State came in unbeaten, a Final Four team, as you mentioned, a year ago. That's what their reward is for being unbeaten, having this region. And as you mentioned, Louisville of 4. How about looking at this region overall? There's a lot of tough teams. Is it tough to find a Cinderella out of this?
Well, it is, but I guess what I would look for the Cinderella is the teams that are going to be in Dayton. I think NC State, Xavier. I think Tennessee, Iowa. Those are 4 really good teams that I don't think a lot of teams in this region want to match up with. I think the winners of those games have a chance to advance in the tournament.
How about this, Jeff? Player to watch in this Midwest region?
I would say Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah.
A guy that, remember, Louisville lost Shane Bohannon earlier in the year. They don't have a lot of depth on that front line. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. He's played so well the second half of the season. Complete X factor for Rick Pitino and the Cardinals.
There may not be a player in the country that is more important to his team than Montrezl Harrell. Louisville's a team of specialists. The coach, a couple of scoring point guards, Luke Hancock that can shoot it, needs the glue, and that guy right there, he's an absolute beast on the inside.
They ran roughshod in their conference tournament, and they are playing their best ball right now. When we look at this region, again, Wichita State a 1. 2 out of this region is Michigan, Duke a 3, Louisville a 4. I'm going to start with your picks and go with you, Bruce. Who do you like out of this region?
I like Michigan out of the region because I've played against John Beeline, and he knew everything I was trying to do before I even did it. And it's a very, very tough matchup. The way they shoot the 3 ball, the way they spread the floor, I think they've got depth. I think the Big Ten has obviously prepared them. There's a lot of teams in this region I'm excited about, but I think Michigan can get there as well as anybody.
Like Louisville here, the defending national champs. I didn't like him the first half of the year, but they seem to have figured out defensively, and they've acclimated themselves to playing without Peyton Siva, without Gorky Jang. Montrezl Harrell, again, is the key to them staying out of foul trouble, and they figured out how to play Chris Jones and Terry Rozier, 2 point guards, kind of figure out who matches up against 2 best. But I really like this. They're playing great basketball right now.
I tell you, Wichita State has got a tough path because I had them earlier in the year. And if there was one kind of team that would be built to beat them, it's a big physical team on the front line.
A la
Kentucky
Wildcats.
And so an 8 seed. And so I think that's a really tough second game because it's a tough matchup. And then if Kentucky upsets Wichita State,
which they could,
guess who they'd get?
Louisville.
They get Louisville.
I think they're going to upset them. I really do. I think the Wildcats are going to beat Wichita State. They match up well. Wichita's not big. They don't have a lot down low. That's Kentucky's strength with Randall, Cauley-Stein, Dakari Johnson. I think they pull the upset in that one.
An awfully stacked region. Tournament Challenge on ESPN.com/bracket is where you go. Fill out your bracket. Hopefully these gentlemen have helped you out with the Midwest region. Enjoy the tournament, everybody.